What's going on, guys? I'm Jaye the Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about actress Thandie Newton. She, I believe, was given an interview and she made these cringy comments and how she wants to apologize to dark-skinned actresses for the fact that she was able to gain all those opportunities and they were not able to gain those opportunities whatsoever. And she broke down in tears. I guess there were tears, and she was crying. Very emotional, right? You see, Thandie is a biracial actress from the UK. And she's gotten opportunities, but those opportunities have come at a price because, in her own words, she was basically a pass around throughout Hollywood. When she got into the acting game at a very young age, she was groomed by an older director. So it wasn't always easy for Thandie, and she only got more and more notoriety as an actress later on in her career. Well, she's 47 now, and she wants to apologize. She wants to make amends. And when these type of discussions are had, you know, women like her go into a complete shell. They don't want to get canceled. They don't want to be trolled, but this is only going to make it worse because the women that you're trying to speak to are very irrational, and no one should pander to these group of people. I don't care what anybody says. You don't owe those women anything. Nobody owes dark-skinned women anything. There have been dark-skinned women that have gotten opportunities in Hollywood, on TV, wherever. I just think that yes, there are biases, but nobody wants to confront that. They just want to attack the actors and actresses who get those opportunities. Well, actresses, because dark-skinned men don't care. They're going to get opportunities regardless because they are not begging for those opportunities. They're going out there and earning them. And I just feel like Thandie's a woman who feels like she has been able to get to where she is because of her skin tone, which could be something in her own mind. It could be something in her own mind that has drove her to this point of cringe. There's a lot of cringe going on into what she had to say. A lot of cringe, man. The cringe is real. And we're going to get into it. This article from Yahoo. Thandie wants to apologize. She wants to apologize. Now, Thandiwe Newton apologizes to dark-skinned actresses for getting more opportunities. I'm sorry that I'm the one chosen. Now, Thandiwe recently said that she wants to apologize every day to dark. This is how crazy this is. Apologize every day to darker skinned actresses for not representing them during a tearful interview with Sky News. Newton appeared on the British broadcaster to discuss her new film God's Country, which is adaptation of a short story by author James Lee Burke. The film, however, switches the main character in the story from an older white man to a black woman. So they basically race and gender swapped the main character. But she's apologizing to darker skinned women. She'll be apologizing to Caucasian men for stealing their part. The 49-year-old actress told Sky News that she was hesitant to join the film because she feared she wasn't dark-skinned enough for the role. Well, that's interesting because you take out a white character and you putting in a melanated woman. So why would it matter if she was darker skinned, brown skinned, light skinned, you know? You already race swapped the character. My internalized prejudice was stopping me from feeling like I could play this role when it's precisely that prejudice that I've received. She told Sky News, doesn't matter that it's from African American women more than anyone else. Doesn't matter. I receive prejudice. Anyone who's received oppression and prejudice feels this character. The Westwood star continued that she frequently wants to apologize to darker skinned actresses for the opportunities she's offered. I'm sorry that I'm the one chosen. My mama looks like you. My mom looks like you, she said as she began to cry. It's been very painful to have women look like my mom, feel like I'm not representing them, that I'm taking from them, taking their men, taking their work, taking their truth. I didn't mean to. Now, the thing about the whole taking men thing is interesting coming from Thandie, right? She's she's, I believe, married to a Caucasian man, as you see here. And she has biracial children. Like, what men are you taking from darker skin? Are you taking black men from them? Are you talking about other lighter complected women or biracial mixed women? 25% black. I mean, like, what men are you taking away from them? Are you talking about lighter complected women in Hollywood who seem to get with the darker skinned, more successful men? Because, you know, darker complected men, we have to be successful to get the women that we want. So what men are you taking? I mean, you've been married for quite a while, Thandie. So what men have... That's the part right there. I'm like, are you talking about historically? Are you talking about just recently? Like, what are you saying now about taking their men? Are you just talking about yourself? Have you taken the man of a darker complected woman? Is that what you're saying? You're saying that there was a dark complected woman that could have had somebody and you took him from her? To me, this is what happens when you go full liberal. Never go full liberal, never go full Hollyweird, because you end up looking like a clown. You end up looking goofy. They're not gonna care. The women that complain about colorism do it just to complain, but I guarantee you they're dating light-skinned men. Most of these women that complain about colorism date lighter complected men, date outside their race. They just need somebody to attack. And if they see that you're doing better than them and you're more successful than them, then they're going to come at you, especially if you're lighter complected. Because most of these females that complain about being discriminated against because of their color, look who they're always with. They're never with a man that's their complexion. And they're complaining just to complain because they think that you're going to be perceived as more attractive than them. And they hate that because they're constantly in competition with other women, and they're and some of these women are losing that competition because they're just not attractive, and it has nothing to do with them being light skinned. God's country is the first time Newton will use her birth name, Thandiwe. Actually, if you go on her Instagram, man, it's devoted to anything of the continental culture, anything that has to do with African culture. Like, she's going full back to Africa on her Instagram page. But I'm still call her Thandie. In May of 2021, cover story of British Vogue, the 49-year-old actress told writer Diana Evans the true spelling of her first name and announced that going forward, she will be credited with the correct spelling. Newton explained that the W in her first name was carelessly left out of her first acting credit, and she never changed it, by the way. See, she's in a different situation than she was then. She's gotten success that she's always wanted. You know, she's married, she has a family, she's in a different space now. So now she can implement these changes. That's my name, she told British Vogue, which noted that Thandiwe means beloved in Shona, an African language that is primarily spoken in Zimbabwe. It's always been my name. I'm taking back what's mine. God's Country debuted at the Sundance Film Festival. The film currently has no release date. Listen, man. I am one of those people that I'm okay with women being able to pursue their goals and dreams. I'm all for women being able to have the equal opportunities that they're supposed to have, right? But I'm not for the complaining. I'm not for the pandering. I'm going to apologize because I have a moment of clarity now that I'm about 50 and I've had my time in my career to have success. Now all of a sudden I want to apologize. No, you're going to be looked upon as pandering, and that's what people are going to see you as. They're going to see you as a panderer that is disingenuous, but that's where you put yourself in that situation. Stop pandering to people that don't deserve it. The people that she's pandering to are only doing it because they need somebody to attack, and you're giving them the perfect opportunity to attack you. That's all they're going to do. See, I'm not attacking you, Thandie. I'm just being honest with you. You didn't need to do this. You didn't need to put yourself in this situation to be mocked and ridiculed, because that's all that's going to happen. Because they're going to see you as disingenuous. They're going to say, well, you're older, you're married, to the Caucasian man that a lot of these self-hating females want. You have the mixed family, even though she's mixed herself, but they don't see that, okay? They want what you have. They want to be you. And no amount of crying on video is going to change that, Thandie. So let me know in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'll see y'all next one.